Okay, House Education, Wednesday, May 14th, 2025, continuing our discussion of the miscellaneous education bill that is currently in the Senate and headed our way, hopefully, next week. We're kind of going section by section here, and we have available some testimony on section 17. Welcome, introduce yourself and explain this to us.
Thank you, Chair Conlon and the committee. My name is Jolie Frechette. I'm with Morris Strategies, and I represent the Mill School, which is an independent therapeutic school in Winooski. And as you see in the latest draft of 480 that will be headed your way from the Senate, hopefully soon, is some new language in the moratorium section. The Mill School, as a bit of background, is a for-profit independent therapeutic school, and they are looking to find the pathway to become a nonprofit, and the moratorium language gave them pause. And we've asked, I believe, the AOE about whether or not changing their structure, their governance structure from a for-profit to a nonprofit triggers the moratorium. And our understanding is that you basically sunset the legal documents that hold up that school and bring online the nonprofit. And so do you fall out of the system and then come back online? And with a moratorium in place, do you sort of hit that sort of wall? And so the language here, and it's a bit ambiguous. It could be left to interpretation whether or not that initial application means a brand new school, which this wouldn't be. It would just be a reconfiguration of its governance and thereby also tax structure. Whether or not you trigger that moratorium, but just having clarity and assurance before they go down that path would be very helpful and welcome to them. That it's a long process to make this move, that they're going to do it with knowing that so long as they are an approved independent therapeutic school, that it would carry with them when they're a new school. So nothing else, at least for this school, is intended to change in terms of demographics of kids, number of students, anything like that. It would be just simply going from an LLC to the nonprofit status. So it's more of a clarifying the paperwork issue, I suppose, on our end than anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only comment Ledge Council had was not sure if it's necessary, but it certainly doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I guess I'm still not convinced on the necessary, but I don't know too much about the Mill School, how many students they serve, what the tuition rate is. Vermont student, are they all Vermont students? Do they take students from out of state?
Yeah, they're so they serve Vermont students. I don't know if anybody who's come in from New York at all. That would probably be the closest. I believe about 30 students is who they serve. And if I recall correctly, it's like a 7th to 8th grade through 12. And for their demographic, all therapeutic schools, of course, are different. They serve different student needs. They are certainly the more behaviorally challenged kids that would probably likely otherwise be sort of like floated out of the system somehow. So it's sort of like one of the last schools available to help service a community. So they were organized, I believe they started around 2018, and 2019, 2020 may have been their first year. I'm stretching, and I could get more solid information if you need it. And as far as I understand too, they had looked to do the nonprofit route, but to get the school online, it was faster to do the setup as a proprietary school. And yeah, so they're exploring changing over, but without the clear pathway, they're not sure. As to tuition, I think they're definitely on the less expensive side of the spectrum, and they are currently in a rate setting process. And as far as I understand, they're like really close to having their new rate set. So
Day program, not residential.
Non-residential day program, right?
Oh, okay. And you're in Winooski, I see.
Winooski, yes.
Got it.
Any other questions? All right, thank you very much.
All right, thanks.
Appreciate it.
Any questions?
If you have info on the tuition. rates.
Yeah, would the rate that they're looking for be more helpful?
Yeah, or current, whatever the current year.
Yeah, I can get that to you, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.